I now request Ms. Shreya to kindly start the session.
Namaste, good morning and happy International Day of Yoga to everyone. I am Shreya, welcoming you all on behalf of Prakramika Vocational Institute for the 10th International Day of Yoga celebration. To celebrate the milestone occasion, we have very special guests, not one but three, along with our Chandan Madam, Head of Yoga at PVI. As usual, we begin the function by invoking the blessings of God by lighting the lamp. I request our chief guests, Shri Raja Sir, Madam Aruna, Dr. Chandini Leninkumar, Miss Chandan Mahajani Madam, PVI's Head of Yoga, and all our distinguished guests and participants to join the virtual lighting of the lamp. May I request the IT team to kindly do the needful.
Thank you, IT team. Namaste and happy International Day of Yoga to everyone. I'm Kaushik, a student of PVI. To start our session with right vibration and sacred thoughts, we start our celebration with PVI's prayer song. I request the IT team to do the needful. Thank you, IT team. With God's blessing in our hand, I request Mrs. Akhila Lalit Shonder, CEO of Inclusive Training Center and the faculty in PVI to welcome our chief guest participants and this August gathering.
Namaste and happy International Day of Yoga to one and all. On behalf of Prakramika Vocational Institute, I welcome you all for the celebration of milestone 10th International Day of Yoga. The theme for this year is Yoga for Self and Society. Yoga, a transformative practice representing the harmony of mind and body, the balance between the thought and action, and the unity of restraint and fulfillment, is practiced in various forms around the world and continues to grow in popularity. It has been well established that yoga helps in man and woman to withstand extreme conditions on land, in the ocean, and even in space. On this momentous occasion, we are extremely fortunate to have with us three chief guests. I am extremely privileged to welcome Master Raja sir and Master Aruna madam from Asana Andiappan Yoga Center, from whom Dr. Gayatri Narasimhan ma'am, founder director of PBI, myself, and Miss Akila madam have learnt yoga teachers training. We are also very fortunate to have Dr. Chandini Leninkumar, a clinical neuropsychologist, as our special guest, who specializes in treating neurological and psychological conditions. We also have with us Ms. Chandan Mahajani Madam, Head of Yoga at PBI, who has not only enhanced the wellness of PBI students and is also training them to be yoga teachers assistant. We are also fortunate to have with us our board of director, Padma Ramani ma'am, and special invitees who are always our well-wishers of PVI and form the backbone of support for our ventures. We also have with us many students of PVI and their parents with us to participate in today's celebration. I extend the warmest welcome to the chief guest, special guest, our well-wishers, faculty, students, and the parents of PVI. As you all know, PVI's work is exclusively focused towards children and adults with special needs by empowering with customized learning opportunities besides looking for work opportunities so that they lead dignified life and integrate well with the society. Towards this end, by offering yoga teacher assistant course, we want our students to go one level further up than practicing yoga for wellness. We want them to consider it as a career opportunity to be yoga teacher assistant. Our 3-month course conducted by Ms. Chandan Mahajani Madam is one of the sought after course. As is the practice in PVI, today's event will be entirely hosted by our students, which empowers by providing opportunities to take responsibilities. I once again welcome you all for the celebration of momentous International Day of Yoga and hope you enjoy each and every bit of it. Thank you and Jai Hind. I now request Mr. Pramit to continue.
Thank you, Akshaya Madam, for an apt welcomes each. Namaste and happy International Day of Yoga to everyone. I am Ramit, a student of PBI. I have the pleasure to introduce is Chandan Parimal, Head of Yoga at PBI. Miss Chandan Madam is a qualified and 8+ years experience yoga practitioner trained under various cause of yoga therapy, meditation, and aromatherapy experts. Her expertise is in customizing yoga's sessions, therapy, meditation, and aromatherapy according to the client's requirements. Some of the therapies she provides are related to ache, back pain, anxieties, stress management, postnatal patient, etc. He is also having many years of experience in conducting general yoga sessions and sound healing for individuals and groups. Our PVI professionals are very fortunate to be trained by her. May I request Ms. Chandan Madam to kindly share her thoughts on this occasion.
Thank you, Pramit. Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is so privileged to see all of you on this beautiful day, on a very happy International Yoga Day. And not only Akhila ma'am and Akshaya ma'am, I also got privilege Master Raja from the Andiappan School of Yoga. And warm welcome to the chief guest. Namaste. Dr. Chandini, namaste. And today's theme is very special. Self and society. There's a saying, once we transform ourselves, the society automatically changes. So the change has to come from us, within us. Yoga is from work in to work out. It's a beautiful, holistic journey, I would say. It is just not a workout. It is a whole journey where you work from yourself to work out. I'm sure the students echo this, parents echo this, find the difference within you, right? So welcome everyone. And you get the privilege to see the Yoga Assistant Teacher Program passed out students demonstrating today beautifully, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Over to you, Akshaya ma'am.
Thank you, madam, for your nice speech. Today, we have very distinguished guests for our session. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome and introduce a well-known yoga master couple, Shri Raja Sir and Madam Aruna. Master Raja MahaRajan, cousin of Guruji Andiappan, started yoga at the young age of 5. He was trained directly under Guruji, completing his masters in yogic science at Asana Andiappan College. For over 8 years, Master Raja has assisted in the classes of Guruji as well as helped conduct yoga awareness camps in Chennai. His interest lies in exploring asanas and their interesting modifications and variations. Today, Master Raja works with Guruji as a yoga master and manager at the Asana Andiappan College of Yoga and Research Center, Chennai. Gentle, approachable, and down to earth, Master Raja is a favorite among students of all levels. Master Aruna, niece to Guruma Sugata Kumari Andiappan, wife of Guruji Andiappan, grew up training in the Andiappan yoga discipline since she was 4 years old. She completed her diploma, postgraduate diploma, bachelor's and master's degrees in yogic science and naturopathy at Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. Master Aruna has been teaching with Guruma Andiappan for many years. She currently serves as a yoga master and course manager at Asana Andiappan College of Yoga and Research Center. She has won many state level and national level yoga championships and also writes about yoga and women's health for Asana International Yoga Journal. May I request Master Raja sir and then Master Aruna madam to kindly address this special gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Very happy to be here with all the lovely people here. Good morning. Happy International Yoga Day to all lovely people. And it's a very much honor to be here today. It makes this day very, very special for us here and to see you all doing yoga and getting benefited through yoga. And for that, I have to thank the Prakramika Institute founder, Dr. Gayatri Madam, and Akshaya Madam, and Akila Madam. They are like our family. And hope they remember, we all celebrated our first International Yoga Day in Andiappan Yoga Studio in Institute, where Akshaya Madam were performing Natya Yoga along with yoga and Bharatanatyam. She delivered an excellent performance there. So hope you remember that. So this is the 10th International Yoga Day. We are uniting together in this auspicious group. So it's very much I'm impressed, and I like to accept and thank Prakramika Institute for taking this wonderful art of yoga to the people with the special needs. That is a great job you're doing and being observing you from the first. It's a very privilege to have you all as a student. As you said, Gayatri Madam, Akshaya Madam, and Akila Madam, and they all are a student, and their family follows the path of yoga, and they were being with us for many years learning yoga under the tutelage of Dr. Asana Andiappan. So I would like to thank and offer my humble prayers and pranams to our late Guruji Asana Andiappan, who showed us his path to make our life healthy. And he was a true visionary in the world of yoga and the first person to receive the prestigious Patanjali Award from Government of India Ayush Ministry for its development of yoga in the field of yoga and education. In fact, in the field of yoga and education continues to be felt here. He believed by taking care of ourselves, makes our life more fulfilling and prosperous living. And also, my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Yoganand Andiappan, who is the guiding force and supporting us through this journey. And in this special day, we will take a pledge to carry this mission and spreading the light of yoga to ourselves and to others to seek mental and physical and spiritual wellness. So in this note, I'm just handing over to special guest, Dr. Chandini Leninkumar, Clinical Neuropsychologist and PhD in Neuropsychology. She will be sharing her aspects of yoga for self and society. And we are very thankful to be here in this wonderful platform. Thank you, and thank you, PVA family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aruna ma'am and Raja sir. Before moving to Chandni ma'am, I take this privilege to thank once again Aruna ma'am and Raja sir. Yes, indeed, it was very special. Our first IDY at Andiappan Yoga School, and what we have started today, I think it is the seed that is sown by you all in our lives. So that really matters a lot. And yes, we need to take care of ourselves, and in such way we need to elevate in the society as well. I now request our speaker to please continue the session.
That was a great address by a special chief guest. May I request Akshaya Madam to express our gratitude. and also IT team to display the certificate of gratitude.
Thank you once again, Raja sir and Aruna ma'am, for gracing this occasion and making it all the more special for all of us here. And we request you to please stay and watch our professionals perform the yoga towards the end of the event. I now request Ms. Deenal to please continue.
Thank you, Akshaya Madam. Namaste and happy International Day of Yoga. I am Dinal, a happy student of PVI. We are very privileged to have another special guest. Today, Dr. Chandini Leninkumar. Dr. Chandini Leninkumar is a clinical neuropsychologist, psychologist, having done her PhD from Swansea University, Wales, and Masters in Health Psychology from University of London. Dr. Chandini has specialized in the assessment and treatment of brain behavior relationship, particularly in people with neurological conditions such as Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease. She has also taken special interest in disease. She has already special interest in treating individuals with a wide variety of psychological variety of psychiatric presentation to aid them with living at life in normalcy and tranquility. Additionally, Dr. Chandini and had cultivated a particular interest in striving to stay current with research and advance in the field of psychological disorders and aim at disseminating the knowledge imparted to everyone around and thereby also commitment to being a lifelong learner. We are highly delighted to have your presence today. Invite you to kindly address our August gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Deenal, for the wonderful introduction. I'm absolutely honored. I would also like to thank Dr. Gayatri Narasimhan and the team of TVI for having me here today to address it. I also would like to extend my special gratitude to my guru, Dr. Raja sir and Aruna ma'am for giving me this opportunity today. Right, so let's start off. If you notice in today's time and age, we usually coexist with three rather infamously iconic words in our lives. And they unfortunately are stress, anxiety, and depression. Now, how can these three words really don't serve any purpose in our life? And how can you really eradicate this particular phenomena? Now, for that, thanks to our forefathers and our ancestors, they have really many thousands of years ago have found a cure for it. And by cure, I mean to prevent, to stabilize, and or to control or reverse the condition, right? You might just even hear your own family. I don't say this particularly because I'm into psychology. You might even hear your own family member or a friend of you say, oh my God, I've had a very stressful day today, right? So when you really look at that aspect, everyone goes through it. So for this, they have found a cure. And that cure is yoga. It is indeed yoga. Now, when you do ask people who have been performing yoga for a prolonged period of time, or even starters, they might tell you that they follow Ashtanga yoga, Kundalini yoga, or Iyengar yoga, or Hatha yoga. Now, really the mother of all yoga is Hatha, which is what we all follow predominantly around the globe. Now, this Hatha yoga or yoga on its own really has three primary essential elements. Now, what are these three primary essential elements? Just like the earth has air, water, and land, yoga has three elements, and that is the prana, which is the breath, the asana, which is the physical form or the pose, and dhyana, which is the meditation. So when you do look at that in detail, these three elements work in unison together. They synchronize with each other in order to deliver the desired outcome that we expect yoga to offer to us. Now, from the audience today, I assume a large number of the audience are students of the school, their parents, their family, and their extended friends and family. Now, how does yoga really help children with special needs? Thanks to the modern science and medicine, the Western world has shed in a lot of light on the importance of yoga and how it significantly benefits and affects various children with special needs. And they have done extensive research, more so in the recent time, treating children with various conditions, ADD, ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, or even postural deformations such as kyphosis and scoliosis. Now, when you do particularly take how have they done the research, I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So there was one research that was done with children in a school setup in Canada. So they tried to implement, it is an inclusive school, which had children with ADD and ADHD along with the regular children. So they tried to do a research of including yoga in their classroom curriculum. So they had yoga practices in between class sessions. And it was found that if you know, children with ADHD, they can be a handful to have their attention and let them place in one place. So when this study was done, they had included yoga in between, and they found that these children showed significant improvement in gaining attention, and even in the classroom setup. They were able to adapt to the classroom environment, and not just that, they also showed they also adhered to the tone of the classroom. It is not just in ADHD, and there was also another study that was done in children with autism across the spectrum. And as you know, generally children tend to take or learn behavior from imitation. So if you see a father, if there's a father who will talk more with expressive hands, and the child will exactly follow the same gesture, and the child will mimic and imitate the same behavior of the father. So that can be a little lacking with children with autism. But when this particular study was done, you see, yoga in its own natural form is done with repetition. And it is so helpful for children with autism because it is done with repetition. They pick up this particular form of yoga so easily and so effortlessly. In fact, the study showed that they performed much better than the general group. And not only that, at the end, to take home, they had a better verbal communication. They had an improved eye contact, and also they had a very better socializing with their peers. Okay, so this is with the children. What about adults? Now, I do understand the parents, the caregivers of children. These children might go through a lot in their day-to-day life as it takes a toll on your body and your mental health. So when you do look into that aspect, yoga has been phenomenal even with mental health. Studies have shown time and again that the yoga really reduces the stress levels, the anxiety levels of people in with who are anxious and stressed, right? So when you do look, how does it work with, how does it really reduce? Now I'm going to bear with me, I'm going to get into a slightly technical side. Now, when you look at people who are anxious or stressed, there is, you know how our body is entirely made of neurons or neurotransmitting receptors. There is one particular neurotransmitting receptor called the GABA, which is the gamma aminobutyric acid. Now, when you look at, when there was a study done among people who are anxious or who are diagnosed with anxiety, they found out that this gamma level was substantially high for them. Now, these same people were introduced to yoga, and a month later, they found out that their gamma levels were considerably low as people who are really calm. Right? But how does this GABA get reduced? What does it work? Now comes the big part. Now, in our body, we have two big nervous systems. The one is the autonomic nervous system, and the other one is the somatic nervous system. And the autonomic nervous system is what we're going to look at. The autonomic nervous system has two subsections. There's the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. Now, the sympathetic, do not believe it, or it can be tricky with the word. It is not sympathetic at all. It really prepares you for the war. You know, when you go into your exam hall and you feel nervous, now that is a fight or a flight response. Now, it is always nervous, you're always agitated. That is when your sympathetic nervous system is active. Now, because yoga involves a lot of breath, a lot of deep inhalations and exhalations, your parasympathetic nervous system counteracts with this and it deactivates the sympathetic nervous system. So your parasympathetic nervous system is highly functional. Now, this is because it calms your body down. Now, does that mean all yogic people are always calm? No. We are all human beings. We all have our ups and downs, and we will always have a fight to put up. But because you do yoga, it will regulate your stress levels. You will feel calmer for the majority of your time, right? Okay, so that is this part of the technical part of it. Now, yes. So when you ask a yoga person, what is your favorite asana? They all will predominantly say Shavasana. Why Shavasana? Because it activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It keeps you calm. Not just that, it also lowers your heart rate. It lowers your blood pressure. And it really teaches you to understand your muscles. And it relaxes your muscle. It teaches you to relax your muscle. Now, how does that happen? In Shavasana, we don't just lie back and relax. There are so many techniques that happen in Shavasana as well. One being your body scanning. Now, body scanning really targets on various parts of your body. It attempts and lets you focus on every part and lets you relax it deeply individually. So I, for example, have had a very similar treatment that I have done with my patients. It's called progressive muscular, deep progressive muscular technique, relaxation technique. In this particular technique, really focuses on tensing every part of your body and relaxing it out. Now, this is a very deep relaxation, and we do it in Shavasana as well. And besides that, there is something phenomenal called Yoga Nidra, where you have a very, very deep relaxation all over your body, and it relaxes every single part of your body. Right? So Nidra means in Sanskrit, Nidra means sleep. Even in Telugu, Nidra means sleep. Now, does Nidra really replace sleep? No. Sleep is sleep. You will have to sleep also at during the night. But with Yoga Nidra, what really happens is they found out that Yoga Nidra has a very identical effect to that of sleep. Now, when they did a study, they found out that your brain waves in sleep, which is the alpha, theta, and the delta being the deeper sleep, the dreamless sleep, all three of these brain waves were identically found in Yoga Nidra, which means when you try to take a nap during the day and you wake up feeling irritable or agitated, which means that sleep was not sufficient. But instead, in the same amount of time, if you do Yoga Nidra, you will benefit wonderfully, phenomenally. Okay, so with that being said, I also, based on the theme of today's thing, that yoga is not just a workout, it's a work in. Why do we say that? Because yoga works internally into various parts of your body, right? And just as I don't know if there are many Harry Potter fans here, yoga actually, it has healing powers, like how Dumbledore used to say that the phoenix has healing powers. The phoenix here is yoga. There was another, I'm bringing in a lot of studies so you understand that yoga has really worked. There was another study that was done with cancer patients who were undergoing chemotherapy, and they found out that people who were doing yoga had better healing effects and none to very little side effects, such as nausea, dizziness, constipation. All of that was completely eliminated. And not just that, they recovered very quickly from the chemo and yoga and cancer just by doing yoga, as opposed to their counterparts. Now, in order to bring in together what I have just mentioned, I have put together 12 asanas, which you can do day to day to eliminate feeling stressed, anxious, and not just on the mental front, even on your physical front. These are very simple, basic asanas, but if you do it religiously every day, you will be able to achieve a tranquil, peaceful situation around yourself. Now, for that, I have Master Surya Arasu, who will be demonstrating. He's my course mate, and he will be demonstrating as I go ahead and explain. Now, do understand that yoga is, although a lot of you might be doing yoga with YouTube, which is phenomenal, which is amazing to start with. But what about people with medical conditions? You will have, that is why yoga is catered for people with medical conditions. So when I'm doing every asana, I will give you a contraindication of who could do it and who couldn't. And not just that, as one of my teachers would very nicely say, that the movement is always followed by the breath. Which means when you inhale or exhale, now the inhalation will happen when your chest is open, when you're expanded your chest. That is when you create more room for breathing. So that is inhalation. So when you're against the gravity, when you are upright, is inhalation. When you go towards the gravity, towards the flow, there will be exhalation. Now I will also tell you the breathing as and when we are doing the poses. I think that will be all. We'll get started. Okay. Okay, so the first pose is Tadasana.
I request the professionals and parents to first observe. The recording of the session will be shared, post which you can practice. So kindly just sit and observe what the asanas are. I request the professionals to be seated and observe. Over to you, Chandni ma'am.
Thank you very much. So the first pose is Tadasana. And what exactly is Tadasana? It is an anatomical position. What do I mean by anatomical position? How many of us are aware that we have a correct posture? Now, this will really emphasize on the correct way of standing. So it is really a postural alignment. What do I mean by that? For you to really stand upright, there are so many smaller muscles that work together to make you stand upright. So for this position first, we will start with your feet hip width apart. You will open your toes, spread your toes wide off, and press into your big toe. So it's not really pressing, it's just a conscious effort. So you have a firm grip onto the ground. Now moving upward, you have a strong base here. You have moving upward, you will try to lift your kneecap. Now this is something that most people can do it, but there are people who might struggle with practice. You will be able to understand and lift your kneecap. He's wearing a loose bottom, so I'm just trying to say, so this is your kneecap being lifted. And you will then try to roll your thighs inward. Now you have a very firm lower body. Now the next one is your pelvic area. Now, if you see, most of us, what we do have is we will either have an anterior pelvic tilt where you push your back up and you stand, or a posterior pelvic tilt where you slouch. Now, you don't want to be doing that. You would want to maintain a neutral pelvic area and a neutral spine. Right? Now, when you're doing that, you will see that your upper body is already set in place. Now, what about the chest? Now, you'd want to open your chest up. Open your chest up and expand, and then roll your shoulders back towards the midline of your body. Now, you won't extend your shoulders high up. You will. And then you will have your hands onto the side. Now, what about the neck? Please turn this side. Now, what about the neck? Now, we call this the tech neck. You know, we are always with the phone like this. So we imitate something to what a pigeon does. So there's always a protraction. Now, you'd want to retract the neck slightly backwards, and your chin is ever so slightly to the chest. Okay, so this is the perfect alignment. If you see, now this is how you should be standing ideally. So this is Tadasana. It really works. It ever so slightly works on various parts of the muscles, right? So you can count for 10 breaths here every day, and this is highly beneficial for postural alignment. We will move into the next one, which is forward fold or Padahastasana. For that, feet hip width apart, and you will gently fold forward and catch, either you can catch your ankle, the side, or you can keep your palm to the side of your feet. Now, here it gives you a very nice stretch to your spinal column. Now, bear in mind, as I told you, there are variations. There are people who might have intervertebral disc bulges. Now, you would want to pay attention to your lumbar area and try not to load there. Okay, for that, how can you do that? You will slightly bend your knees and hold even your calf instead of your shin. Okay, so this is a wonderful place to extend for a nice spine extension. Now, because you are going towards the gravity, there is an exhalation. And now that he's here for a prolonged period of time, does he always keep exhaling? No. Once you exhale to the pose, you can stay here for a longer period of time, breathing normally. Okay, this is pose number 2, Padahastasana. Pose number 3. Okay, now you can come back to normal. Pose number 3 is downward facing dog, which is quite famous in the Western world, or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now for that, he will keep his palms hip width apart, his feet hip width apart. He will try and lift his spine up to the ceiling. Now here, if you notice, there are so many things working here. He has a straight spine. his hips are working, his spine is stretching and strengthening, not just his spine, even his calf muscles are stretching and strengthening. Now, what other things are happening here? There is a shoulder that is supporting your hold to the ground. So your shoulder is also strengthening. So there are two actions, that is stretching and strengthening going on at the same time, this is a phenomenal pose even for children with autism, because this is really an inversion. There is a gush of blood that flows straight into the head. And this is an amazing pose, just not for children, even for adults. You can stay here for 5 breaths. Okay, now you can come back to normal.
Sorry to interrupt, Chandni ma'am.
Yes.
I request
Yes.
Mr. Arjun Mishra to please be seated and just observe the demonstration now. This is just a demonstration session. The practice session will be held a bit later by Chandan Mahajani ma'am. Okay, so professionals and parents, please be seated along with the professionals to observe the demonstration. Over to you, Chandni ma'am.
Thank you. So the next pose is Bhujangasana. Now, this particular pose, you can either, he was in downward facing dog, you can either directly go from downward facing dog, or you can lie flat on your stomach on the mat, feet together. And now imagine you will your palms will be by your rib cage. Now imagine there is as if I'm holding a small string by the tip of your nose and I'm pulling it up. So you will slowly lift yourself up. And there is a lot of tension on the shoulders. You will relax your shoulder. Now there is a gentle bend on the elbow. Now this particular Bhujanga Asana has a lot of emphasis on pushing your navel and the lower part of your body. Now, this is a very traditional yoga pose. Why is it? You can go back to your normal state. This is a very traditional yoga pose. Why is it very traditional? It is because it stimulates your digestive system. You know, they say that it burns your digestive fire. Not just that. You know, when you say, I have a gut feeling something is going to go right or wrong, why is that happening? Because this is where your Manipura chakra is. When you really work and activate this Manipura chakra, which is what Bhujangasana does, go back to Bhujangasana, please, which is what Bhujangasana does, it will really help you activate your digestive fire. And in the due course, it also helps you activate the dormant energy around. So you are highly active during the time. Okay, so the variation for this, what about people? It is excellent for your back, your chest, and your shoulders. And it even helps you with your back health. It improves your back pain. It gives you a very good back health. Now, what about people with conditions here? You will do Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, where you will lift off just as usual, but you will keep your arms straight. And just when you keep your arms straight, you no longer focus on keeping your navel and your lower part of the body on the ground. You're slightly lifted off. So this is very forgiving on people with a tight shoulder here. Okay, from here, we are going to move to the next asana. So we've done 4. The next one is Bittilasana and Marjaryasana. Bittilasana is cow pose. Now, Bittilasana is always followed by Marjaryasana. Now, if you see, you will slightly, so he's kept his palms shoulder width apart, his knees hip width apart, and he will slowly inhale to the pose. When he inhales to the pose, you will notice that he has a slight bend, a dip in the shoulder, in the spine. Now, why does this happen? It is mimicking exactly that of a cow. Now, a cow has a hump and a slight dip. So that is what is happening here. Now, from Bittilasana cow pose, he progresses, exhales to round his shoulders into Marjaryasana, which is the sacred cat pose. Now, these two are excellent for people with, stiff shoulders and hips and the spine. Now, also that being said, this is an amazing mind and body. This gives you an amazing mind and body connection. What do I mean by that? Now, all these other poses, there are involuntary actions when you progress to the pose. But with this one, your mind is telling you to curve, to round your back. The mind is telling you to come back to Bittilasana. So your mind is really talking to the muscles and sending direct signals, right? Now from here, we will do Gomukhasana. You will cross your legs over, and within the width of this, you will try to sit down in between the legs on the floor. Now, can you turn around like this, turn backward so we see that. Yeah. Okay, so he is in this pose, right? His feet is on either side. Now, what he's holding on either side of his ankle. Now, ideally, what we will do is we will try, he lift off his right arm up, take it to the middle of his back, take it to the middle of your back, right? And with the left arm, he's binding it together. Now, this is an excellent pose for people who do desk jobs, who have very tight shoulders. This will really relieve and loosen that. Now, when that is happening, the shoulders loosen up, and over time, you will have a very expanded chest for you to breathe and relax. Now, not just this particular pose, it is also good for your ankle awareness, and it really works on your ankle flexibility as well. Now, from here, we move on. You can turn around, please. Now, the next pose might be slightly challenging for a few people. Now, the next pose is Parivritta Janu Sirasasana. Now, this particular pose, he is bending his left leg, and he's taking his arms around his head and touching the toe. Now, this particular pose is excellent for a seated lateral stretch. Now, this really works with your spine in ways that you really think you cannot work on a day-to-day basis so often, right? So this also not only improves a good flow of blood around, it also really activates and stretches and strengthens this part, right? So this is a really good pose, but if people cannot do this particular pose, you can hold your shin bone or your ankle. This is Janu Sirasasana, okay? So this is another alternative. Now we move on to the next pose. Yeah, so the next pose is Baddha Konasana, which is, sorry, Ardha Matsyendrasana. For this, he is, can you see the, for this, he's extending one feet straight up. He's taking the other feet over his other leg and placing it by his side. And he's going to do a gentle twist. So he's taking the opposite hand of the leg that he's folded and gently twisting and looking onto the side. Now, this works on all the smaller muscles around your spine and your abdomen. So it really improves your digestion, and it is an excellent pose just to do twisting. Okay, so this is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Usually in yoga, if we do it on one side, we'll always repeat the same action on the other side. But since we have a shortage of time, I'm only going to do it on one side. The next pose is Baddha Konasana or Titli Asana. The English name is butterfly pose. You might see it in a lot of the yoga poses. Now, he's trying to bring his feet together and pushing it towards his perineum. He's having a straight, neutral spine. Now, this is an excellent pose for women, for women's reproductive system. It will really regulate all of your hormones that are, if there is an imbalance in your hormone, doing this regularly and religiously will really help it. Now, if you see, he is slightly gently flapping it. Now, this action will not only loosen your hip and your groin area. It is not just for women, mind you. It is also very good for men, because men tend to have a very tight groin, right? And not just that, there is another phenomenal thing that was found, that there is a hormone called relaxin, which is produced in larger numbers in pregnant women, and also for women who ovulate, right? But supposedly, when you do Baddha Konasana, relaxin is produced in quite a bit. And what it really does is it really relaxes your muscles, your ligaments, and your fibrocartilage. So this is an excellent pose to just maintain your entire well-being, particularly for women. If you do have your reproductive system functioning, then your entire body is functioning effortlessly because all the hormones are interlinked, right? So this is Baddha-Konasana. We will progress forward to the next asana, which is Setu Bandhasana. You can release from this pose. Now you will lie flat on your back. Try to bring your feet towards your buttock. And your palms are faced by your feet. Or you can either hold your ankle or you can just keep it on the side. Now he'll gently lift his hip up and try to lift his chest off as well. This is the bridge pose. Now, what does it do? It really improves your, there are a lot of things happening here. Let me show you. The hip is strengthened, your thighs are strengthened, your shoulder is strengthened, and not just that, what is phenomenal is the oxygenated blood that you just have is all sent into the head. This is an extremely calming pose. You can come back to normal. This is an extremely calming pose, and this really encourages sleep. So even before you sleep, you can just do this pose for 3 to 5 times, and this is highly beneficial. The last one, the one before the last, I should say, is Sarvangasana, which is Sarvangasana. Oh yeah, I'll bring it. Sarvangasana, which is one of my favorite poses. Now what he is doing is he's lifting his entire body off the floor with the support of his shoulder. Now this, there is a contraindication. What about people who have problems, who cannot lift themselves off? For that, you place either a bolster. If you don't have this, you can always use a chair and rest, try and rest your body. Yeah, so he's resting his body here and he's taking the support of a bolster. Now, this particular pose is extremely good. It works in so many levels. 1, it really controls your heart rate. 2, it stimulates your thyroid glands. Not just that, it also pumps good blood to your heart. And over a period of time, if you stay here, your lymphatic drainage happens. What do you mean by lymphatic drainage? A lot of fluid accumulation is there. So the edema in our body is all reduced substantially. So this is an excellent pose. You can stay here we usually stay here for 2 to 3 minutes. So you can stay for beginners, you can do 30 seconds and come back on. Now, if you're doing poses like this, what would you do for on occasions after this? Because yoga always has a counter pose. So because you work so much of your muscles, we go on to the last one, which is a counter pose for all of the work that we've done is child pose. Now, it is an extremely restorative pose. It relaxes your entire body. There is a nice stretch that you get. You can stay here as long as you want, right? And after this, you can do Shavasana. But because I have emphasized on the benefits of Shavasana, we conclude here. I thank you everyone for giving me the opportunity. I hope there's something that you've taken home from this. Let me know if you do have any doubts. I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, Chandni ma'am. I request Ms. Deenal to continue the session.
That was wonderful speech by Dr. Chandini Madam. May I request Miss Akshaya Madam to convey our gratitude and the IT team to display the certificate of gratitude.
Thank you so much, Chandni ma'am. That was a really, really wonderful insight about yoga and the demonstration. The way you had enlightened our professionals about the 3 elements of yoga and how yoga elevates our day-to-day living in many aspects. And this is applicable to our professionals, to every member of the society across all age groups and gender. And the way the yoga helps to improve focus, communication, postural corrections, and regulation of our system, and the phoenix, the healing powers you had mentioned. Yes, indeed, it is very helpful to all of us. So thank you so much, Chandni ma'am, for joining us, and we request you to please stay back to watch the yoga practice of our professionals as well. Over to Miss Shreya to continue the session.
Thank you, Akshaya madam. Now we have 4 budding yoga practitioners from PVI who aspire to be yoga assistants who will demonstrate the yogasanas for you. Let me introduce them to you. Aman Saxena from Vadodara is also a swimmer. He loves yoga and dance. Her just a creative mind, likes creating videos and exploring new features in computers and mobiles. Apart from his love for yoga, he likes singing and traveling to new places. Nisha, who loves yoga, painting and dancing, is a fantastic artist. Preeti Reddy, who is pursuing second year of graduation in Bengaluru, loves dancing, cooking, music, and drawing. Now I request Miss Chandini Madam, Head of Yoga at PBI, and our young yogis and yoginis to commence the yoga demonstration.
Thank you, Shreya. I request Miss Chandan Mahajani madam to please grace the yoga practice for all our professionals.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I request you to take your position. We are having those who can stand and do it. You can stand and do it. This one professional was going to demonstrate also while sitting and do it. I'll leave the choice up to you if you would like to sit and do. You can even stand and do. Let's start and enjoy this day. Enjoy the process.
I request all the PVI professionals to please join the practice. Parents, please support. Chandan Mahajani ma'am will be giving the instructions and you can follow through the session. Thank you. Over to you, Chandan ma'am.
So much, Akshay. So throughout the process, in case if you feel tired, you may sit. So let's start with Sukshmayam first, the light exercises first. So those who are standing, place your hands on your waist. Others who are sitting, you can place your hands on your knees or the armrest. Let's start with the neck exercises first. Remember one thing, while doing the exercises, please make sure you breathe normally. Do not hold your breath. In case if you feel tired or so, you may settle down. Okay, let's start. So breathe in, look towards the left side. Breathe out, come forward. Breathe in towards the right side. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in towards the left. Breathe out towards the right. Breathe in towards the left. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in towards the right. Breathe out, forward. Now let's do up and down. Breathe in, you look towards the sky. Breathe out, you look forward. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, forward. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, look forward. Now let's move to the shoulders. Keep your hands on your waist. Now we are going to rotate the shoulders. You can observe the demonstrators first. Rotate it backwards for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now forward rotation. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now bring your hands forward in line with your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Place your hands over your shoulders. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out. Place your hands on your shoulders. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out on your shoulders. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out on your shoulders. Now place your hands towards the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Fold your hands, place it on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And relax. Really release your hands. Place your hands towards the side. Now we come to the Trikatiya Tadasana. So right hand on your waist. Widen your feet a little bit. Right hand on your waist. Raise your left hand up. Breathe out. Bend towards the right side. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Down. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out. Relax. Now place your left hand on your waist. Right hand up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend towards the left. Breathe in. Smile. Breathe out. Towards the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. And relax. Good. Now those who are standing, widen your feet slightly more than hip width apart. Those who are sitting on the chair or on the ground, sit comfortably. We're going to do a gentle twist. Bring your hands towards the side in line with your shoulders. Breathe in, twist towards the right side. Left hand over the right shoulder. Right hand behind your back. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, twist towards the left. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, twist towards the right. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, towards the left. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, twist towards the right. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, twist towards the left. And come back and relax. Next, we are going to do Gomukhasan, the standing Gomukhasan and the sitting Gomukhasan. Everyone raise your right hand up. Right hand up. Left hand folded from down. And fold your right hand from top. Hold your hands. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Left hand up. Breathe out. Fold your left hand. Hold your right hand from the back. Well done. Breathe. 1, 2, 4, 5. Breathe in. Relax. Breathe out. Come back. Release and relax. Now everyone sit down. What if you feel defocused, feel tired, you want to energize yourself, energize your mind? We're going to do a brain energize. So take your thumb. Okay, professionals, show your thumb and index finger. Yes. Everyone, bring your index finger and your thumb out. Place it on your ears, towards the down, towards your lobe. And now you're going to pull it for 3 times downwards. 1, 2, 3. Hold your ears from the side and pull it sideways. 1, 2, 3. Now hold your ears from top and pull it upwards. 1, 2, 3. This was 1 round. Like that, try to do it 9 times. Observe the professionals and do. Be gentle while you pull your ears. We don't want to be too hard. Breathe normally throughout the process. Do not hold your breath. Those who feel sleepy, tired, do it. It's a wake-up call. You will feel energized. Pull it downwards for 3 times, then sidewards for 3 times, upward for 3 times. You can practice it before you're starting your day, so your mind will be focused, alert, and energetic. Very good. I can see many practicing. Yes, pull it down 3 times, pull it sideways 3 times, and then pull it upwards for 3 times for 9 rounds. Once done, place your palms on your knees. Close your eyes and I want you to just observe yourself. Observe how do you feel after this exercise. After this technique, how do you feel? Observe yourself. Observe your breath. Gently rub your palms against each other and keep it on your eyes. Feel the warmth passing through your eyes. And gently, with a beautiful smile, open your eyes. So let's come to the next exercise. Open up yourself, free yourself from any kind of fears, doubts, tensions, and worries. So, professionals, those are coming in standing position, please come in standing position. Those who are willing to sit and do, you can sit and do also. We come to the chest opening breathing. Breathing, the most powerful technique to calm down your mind and energize your body. So widen your feet, slightly more than hip width apart. Make a fist. Bring it close to your shoulder. Keep it in line with your shoulders. Bring it close to each other. Breathe in. Expand your hands. Breathe out. Come back to position. Imagine you're a peacock in this beautiful monsoon. Breathe in, expand, feel the happiness within you. Breathe out, release all the tiredness from you. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out. Let's do with affirmations to love ourselves, love everyone, and make ourselves happy. So make a fist, keep it on your chest. Breathe in, expand your hands. Breathe out and say loudly, I love myself. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, I am healthy. Say to yourself loudly with lots of love. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, I'm joyful. Breathe in last time. Expand. Breathe out. I spread happiness to everyone. And relax. Breathe. How do you feel? Doing great? All right. Let's come to Tadasana. So those who are sitting, please sit. Those who are standing, feet in line with your hips, hands towards the side, roll your shoulders at the back, look smart, smile. Feet straight, tuck your tailbone down. Breathe in, raise your hands up, stretch your body, balance on your toes. Breathe normally throughout the process. Do not hold your breath. In case if you're not able to balance, you can use the wall support to balance. Stretch your body nicely. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Expand. Breathe out. Release your hands. Breathe in. Raise your hands up. Breathe normally. Stretch your body. Tadasana. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, relax. Beautiful. Next, we come to Trikonasana. These are simple exercises. Releases all the laziness, tiredness out of your body. Makes you feel energetic. Right? All right. So widen your feet. Those who are standing, observe the professionals first. Widen your feet, 3 feet apart. Turn your right foot towards the right side. Hands towards the side. Professionals, those who are sitting, you may raise your hands towards the side. Breathe in, breathe out, bend towards the right side. Go up till you're comfortable. Bend towards your right. Breathe normally throughout the process. Those who are not able to go completely down, go up till you're comfortable. Breathe normally. Do not hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, come for up. Bring your right foot forward. Turn your left foot towards the left side. Breathe normally. Hands towards the side. Breathe in, breathe out towards the left. Breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smile. Breathe in, up. Breathe out. Relax. Come back to neutral position. Just relax. Your eyes, observe yourself, observe your body. In the meanwhile, when you're just relaxing, tell me the most beautiful medicine in this earth, on this earth, which is, you've heard, there's a very common quote, very famous quote, which is the best medicine in the world. Type it on the chat box and post it. Meanwhile, relax for some time. What is it? Yes, Chinmay. Shrav. Okay. Shreya, yes, laughter. So I want all professionals, students, participants, parents to join in for the next two postures. First, we are going to do Simhasan, the lion roar, and followed by laughter yoga. So please be ready to enjoy the blast of laughter. Okay, so let's come to the next posture. Yes, we are going to do laughter yoga. The next posture, which is called Simhasan Garajana, the lion roar exercise. To make yourself confident, confidently express, improve your communication skills. So those who are standing, widen your feet, hip width apart. Place your hands on your thighs, soften your knees. Place your hands on your thighs. Those who just place your hands on your knees. Now breathe in. Everyone observe the professionals first. Okay. Breathe in. And while breathing out, we make a roar while bringing our tongue out. Breathe in. Breathe out, make a roar. Breathe in gently. Everyone together. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roar. And relax. Would everyone like to do it once more? Yeah, let's do it once more. Widen your feet, hip width apart. Place your hands over the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roar. Yes, very good. How do you feel after doing it? Type it in the chat box. Nice, relax, great, wonderful. Good. Fantastic. Next, last but not the least asana that we are going to do is laughter yoga. Professionals, unmute yourself.
I'm just giving access to everyone to unmute now.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes, the professionals can unmute, but we request you all to follow what Chandan ma'am is instructing. So, Chandan ma'am, over to you.
So, the father is laughter.
Lakshmi Mulam. Continue.
Chandan ma'am, we are not able to hear you. I'll just do one thing. I'll just mute everyone for the time being. Yeah, even Chandan ma'am, you're on mute. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
how everyone feeling after laughing out loud? Doing great. You can type it in the chat box. That's fine. Good. So you're feeling energetic? Great. Awesome. Last but not the least, every yoga student's favorite posture. Guess what? Which is it? Shavasana. So let's lie down on our back and just relax. Let's absorb the energy, the positive energy that we have got. Lie down comfortably on the back. Close your eyes. Make yourself relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your feet. Relax your ears. Relax your legs. Relax your knees. Relax your fingers. Relax your palm. Relax your legs. Relax your wrists. Relax your shoulders. Both your hands and your legs are now completely relaxed, resting on the floor. Relax your buttocks. Relax your tailbone. Relax your lower back muscles. Relax your upper back muscles. Relax your stomach. Relax your stomach muscles. Relax your chest. Relax your lungs. Relax your neck muscles. Relax your head. Relax your face, your facial muscles. Relax your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your upper head, your forehead, and the crown, which is resting on the ground. The whole of your body is now completely relaxed, resting on the floor. Say within your mind, I am strong. I am healthy. I am confident. I am strong. I am healthy. I am confident. Take a slow, long, deep breath in and breathe out. Slowly and gradually move your toes, move your fingers. Be aware of yourself, aware of your body. Whenever you feel comfortable, gently turn towards the side and slowly come up in a comfortable seated posture. Open your eyes. Gently rub your palms against each other. Keep it on your eyes. Feel the warmth passing through your eyes. Again, rub your palms together. And keep it on your eyes. And spread the warmth in the whole of your body. With a beautiful smile, gently open your eyes. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Chandan ma'am, and to all the demonstrators for the wonderful practice session. It was very refreshing and very relaxing. to all of us. I'm sure all the professionals here would have enjoyed the session. Over to Kaushik to continue.
What an amazing session it was. Thank you, Chandan ma'am, Aman, Harjas, Preeti, and Nisha for a very rare and exclusive yoga session. May I request the IT team to present certificates of gratitude to our budding yoga practitioners?
So I'm presenting the certificates one by one. This is for Preeti. Thank you so much for being part of the demonstrating team. And thank you so much for doing the chair demonstration. Next, we move on to Mr. Aman Saxena. Thank you so much for being part of the demonstrators team. You did a wonderful job. Next, we move on to Nisha. Ms. Nisha Nair, thank you so much for being part of the team. You've done a really great job demonstrating. Moving on to Hajjas. Mr. Hajjas Singh, thank you so much for being part of the demonstrators team. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much to all the 4 demonstrators and of course Chandan ma'am for leading the way.
Thank you,
Over to
IT team. I request Ms. Akhila Lakshmi Narayan Simhan, founder, director of Muditha Creative School and a faculty in PVI to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Kaushik. Now we have come to the end of the 10th International Day of Yoga session. It is time to acknowledge the contributions of everyone for the grand success of this program. We are extremely thankful to Master Raja sir and Master Aruna madam to be the chief guests and Dr. Chandini Leninkumar to be the special guest for today's big event by immediately accepting the invitation to grace the occasion and for their inspiring words of wisdom. We are immensely thankful to Ms. Chandan Madam, our head of yoga at PVI, and resource person for yoga assistant module for the conduct of today's yoga demonstration. We also thank our professionals Hajjas, Nisha, Preeti and Aman for a brilliant demonstration of the yoga asanas. They demonstrated in a manner so that it was easy for everyone to understand. It is also my duty to thank Rafa, our PVA professional who made the flyer for the event. This program would not have been a success without the participants. We thank each and every participant for not only taking part in the program and also enthusiastically performing the yoga asanas. Our deepest thanks to all of them participation. Finally, a big thanks to all the professionals and their super moms and super dads who are all part of the PVI family. Your continuing support is testimony to our commitment towards empowering neurodivergent individuals. Also, my special thanks to Ms. Padmaramini ma'am for joining us with here today and for showing her support, and also to the demonstrator from Chandni ma'am's side for helping with the wonderful demonstration session. Once again, many thanks to all of you. Over to Shreya to formally conclude today's event. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Miss Akhila Madam. Can we conclude today's wonderful celebration of International Day of Yoga with the salutation to our motherland? May I request this August gathering to kindly stand for the national anthem.
Akshaya ma'am, may I start the national anthem? I'm asking because I'm not sure if everyone has stood up.
Let me just do a quick check. Yes, Akila ma'am, everyone is ready for the national anthem.
Okay, I shall start the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all so much. You may now be seated.
Thank you so much, everyone. Firstly, let me thank the chief guests and the special guests for gracing this occasion. And thank you, Chandan Mahajani ma'am, head of yoga, for having a wonderful yoga practice and demonstration for our professionals. And thanks to all the comparing team, the host team, demonstrators, and the entire PVA family for joining us today. With the permission of the chief guest, special guest, and Chandan ma'am, may we conclude the session? Thank you, ma'am.
Akshaya ma'am, may I stop the recording?